Buddha then said to the Bodhisattva Manjushri, "East of this world pass countless Buddha lands, more numerous than the grains of sand in 10 Ganges rivers. There exists a world called pure lapis lazuli. The Buddha of that world is called the Medicine Buddha, lapis lazuli, radiance Tathagata, Arhat, the perfectly enlightened, perfect in mind and deed, well gone, knower of the world, unsurpassed being, tamer of passions, teacher of gods and men, Buddha, world-honored one." Manjushri, when the world-honored Medicine Buddha was treading the Bodhisattva path, he solemnly made 12 great vows to grant sentient beings whatever they desired. First great vow: I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme, perfect enlightenment, brilliant rays will shine forth from my body, illuminating infinite, countless, boundless realms. This body will be adorned with the 32 marks of greatness and 80 auspicious characteristics. Furthermore, I will enable all sentient beings to become just like me. Second great vow: I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, my body, inside and out, will radiate far and wide the clarity and flawless purity of lapis lazuli. This body will be adorned with superlative virtues and dwell peacefully in the midst of a web of light more magnificent than the sun or moon. The light will awaken the minds of all beings dwelling in darkness, enabling them to engage in their pursuits according to their wishes. Third great vow: I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, I will, with infinite wisdom and skillful means, provide all sentient beings with an inexhaustible quantity of goods to meet their material needs. They will never want for anything. Fourth great vow: I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, I will set all who follow heretical ways upon the path to enlightenment. Likewise, I will set those who follow the Stravaka and Prachika Buddha ways onto the Mahayana path. Fifth great vow: I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, I will help all the countless sentient beings who cultivate the path of morality in accordance with my Dharma to observe the rules of conduct, precepts to perfection, in conformity with the 3 root precepts. Even those guilty of disparaging or violating the precepts will regain their purity upon hearing my name and avoid descending upon the evil paths. Sixth great vow: I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, sentient beings with imperfect bodies, whose senses are deficient, who are ugly, stupid, blind, deaf, mute, crippled, hunchbacked, leprous, insane, or suffering from various other illnesses, will, upon hearing my name, acquire well-formed bodies, endowed with intelligence, with all senses intact, they will be free of illness and suffering. 7th Great Vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, sentient beings afflicted with various illnesses, with no one to help them, nowhere to turn, no physicians, no medicine, no family, no home, who are destitute and miserable, will, as soon as my name passes through their ears, be relieved of all their illnesses. With mind and body peaceful and contented, they will enjoy home, family, and property in abundance, and eventually realize unsurpassed supreme enlightenment. 8th Great Vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, those women who are extremely disgusted with the 100 afflictions that befall women and wish to abandon their female form will, upon hearing my name, all be reborn as men. They will be endowed with noble features and eventually realize unsurpassed supreme enlightenment. 9th Great Vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, I will help all sentient beings escape from the demon's net and free themselves from the bonds of heretical paths. Should they be caught in the thicket of wrong views, I will lead them to correct views, gradually inducing them to cultivate the practices of bodhisattvas and swiftly realize supreme, perfect enlightenment. 10th Great Vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, those sentient beings who are shackled, beaten, imprisoned, condemned to death, or otherwise subjected to countless miseries and humiliations by royal decree, and who are suffering in body and mind from this oppression, need only hear my name to be freed from all these afflictions, thanks to the awesome power of my merits and virtues. 11th Great Vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, if sentient beings who are tormented by hunger and thirst to the point of creating evil karma in their attempts to survive should succeed in hearing my name recited single-mindedly and hold fast to it, I will first satisfy them with the most exquisite food and drink. Ultimately, it is through the flavor of the Dharma that I will establish them in the realm of peace and happiness. 12th Great Vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, if sentient beings who are utterly destitute, lacking clothes to protect them from mosquitoes and flies, heat and cold, and are suffering day and night, should hear my name recited single-mindedly and hold fast to it, their wishes will be fulfilled. They will immediately receive all manner of exquisite clothing, precious adornments, flower garlands, and incense powder, and will enjoy music and entertainment to their heart's content. Manjushri. These are the 12 sublime vows made by the world-honored Medicine Buddha, Lapis Lazuli, Radiant Tathagata, Arhat, the perfectly enlightened, when he was cultivating the Bodhisattva path.